My name is Micah. I've started a business and currently it's been doing really well. I made 3 grand in a week, which is, well, for me, it's pretty big. 3 grand is £3,000. Some people have made £10,000 a week, but this is me documenting my journey on this YouTube channel completely. But something's been bothering me lately, and I don't think people realize how dangerous it actually is. You see it all over social media. There's like so many people online right now talking about discipline, talking about consistency, talking about building a business. But then when you actually look at their profile, when you click on that profile on TikTok, on Instagram, on whatever you go on, they're doing nothing. There's nothing there. There's no proof. There's literally nothing. There's no product. There's no customer. It's just them speaking about an identity that they say that they've got. And the other day I saw someone and they were talking about how consistent they are. They were talking about how they're building something huge. So I went onto the profile and I saw absolutely nothing. And I messaged them. I asked them what they were building. And they said they were thinking about building something. Thinking. Like, if they were trying to build like a drop shipping thing, then they could get like a customer sheet or something. They could do something actively instead of thinking about building a business, because thinking literally gets you nowhere. I made a video called Calling Myself Out because I was in that same trap. And you can build an identity online without building anything in real life. You can sound like a founder. You can sound like you've got a huge business. You could even sound like you're starting something without even lifting a finger to start it. You can talk about discipline without actually doing anything. Like, you can talk about, I could talk about being disciplined now. I could say, oh, I'm disciplined, and do absolutely nothing. But I'd like to say I am, because I post every day at least 100 flyers to random houses that, well, it's not really random. It's like, it's all structured where I post those. And I also go to the gym a lot, and I also do everything I can to get customers. That means online, that's Facebook acquisition as well. I go on Check a Trade, My Builder, Job My Quote, all these different things, and I get customers like that. And I'm really proactive with it as well. I'd like to say I'm disciplined. Could I do more? With my current facilities, no. Would I love to do more? Absolutely. But this isn't about me. The point is, people talk about like, people can talk about discipline without actually doing anything that requires it. And the worst part is, people will believe the person who's out there advertise themselves as a disciplined person that's doing nothing. And the reason it's so bad is because they'll tell you you're doing great. They'll validate you, they'll follow you, and then you still are at zero. You haven't improved. You're still at zero, but now everyone believes that you're this person that you're not. And I'm not saying this to attack anyone. I'm saying it because if you stay in the loop, nothing changes. You'll wake up in months, in years, in the same position you were in before. You just have a better image. That's the only difference. People are like, oh, okay, this guy is doing something, and you'll be like, yeah, well, you've got nothing to show for it. Me personally, I don't care how many followers I've got. Like, I'm absolutely grateful to everyone who has subscribed to my YouTube channel so far. I've got like 12 subscribers, and it's not a lot in comparison to other people, but I don't care. That's 12 people who've said, you know, this guy deserves a follow. On TikTok, I've got like 47 followers. It's still not a lot, but I like, regardless of how many followers I have, I could have 1 million, I could have zero. I would still post, but not to look consistent, but to prove that I am. And like, the thing is, I've worked all day today. I've literally went out, quoted customers. I finished a job, made 120 quid today in a matter of like, what, 3 hours. And like, even yesterday, I worked the whole day yesterday, did 2 jobs. That was 400 quid. And I finished at 7 yesterday, and my body was absolutely exhausted. I could have gone home. I could have done anything, but I still went out and did flyers after. I literally have. I'm gonna put some B-roll on this screen to show you guys that I legit did. But like, I actually finished at 7 one of the days, and I was just like, you know what? Now I've got to post some flyers. Not 100. I only did do 30. It wasn't a lot of flyers, but it was still something, and I'm back at it again the next day. Like, I'm not advocating that I'm consistent for the sake of the personality, but I'm doing it for the sake of doing it, for the sake of proving that I am. The point I'm making is, you shouldn't chase a personality when the bigger picture is, okay, everyone thinks I'm consistent, sure, but am I actually consistent? If you're actually a consistent person, then that's great. That's a great quality to have. It's like saying that you're patient and being patient. They're two different things. You can't say you're patient and then not be patient. You can't be like, oh, I'm the most patient person in the world, and then get angry when when the queue takes too long. That's not how it works. The point of the point I'm trying to make is consistency doesn't work by saying you are. It works by actually proving you are. It's not clean. It's not perfect. It's not always 100%, but it is real. Because consistency is, it's not about posting online. It's just about doing the work when you're tired. It's about doing stuff when you don't feel like doing it, and when no one's watching. Because like when you're building a business, you haven't got cheerleaders behind you. That's never how it is. No one's watching. It's just you. It's like a marathon. At the start, people are cheering. At the end, people are cheering. In the middle, no one is cheering. It's mundane. It's boring. It feels like crap, but you do it anyways. You don't have to start a business. I don't have to start a business. I'm doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because I want to prove to myself that I can. I'm doing it for the sake of doing it, because I want to have a business and I want it to succeed. That middle bit is gonna be so mundane, and I know this already. I'm like, I started off and there was a few cheers. I'm in this middle bit, and it's never ending. I don't know how long the marathon is. It could be 24 miles, or it could like be 100. Point I'm making is, when you're trying to be consistent, it's not about showing people that you are. It's about showing up, even if there's no one to see it. And if you're serious about building something, you need to face this. You can't just it's just frustrating, honestly. Like, if you haven't tried to sell anything, you don't have a business. If no one has rejected you, you are not trying hard enough. If there's no proof, you're just not there yet. You don't need some perfect website. And trust me, I've got into that loop of that. I used to have a dropshipping business, and I was stuck on that website for ages. You don't need a perfect logo either, though. You don't need to look the part. Like, even with my gardening business, I don't have a van. I use a hatchback, a Volkswagen Polo, 2013. Small ass car. How am I getting waste disposal done? God knows. But that's a problem for when I'm at the job. And I still do it. I still deliver great results. You need to do something real. You need to message people. You need to get ignored. You need to get rejected. You need to get one person to say yes. Because if everyone's saying yes, then you're not pricing high enough, or you're not trying hard enough. If you're saying, hey, I don't know, tidy your whole house for £10, everyone's gonna say yes to that. But if you're like, £100, then people are gonna start saying no. That's good. That's progress. That shows you where the market's at. And if like 1 in every 10 people say yes, double the price of 200, then 1 in every 20 people might say yes, or 1 every 50. You've got double the price for like what, half or more, less than, like, basically less work than you had before. I can't do the maths in my head, but I'm just frustrated, man, because people chase identity. You need to, like, they just need to stop chasing identity and just do the work. Because the work proves to, not just to them, but to yourself, that you are who you say you are. You need to do so much volume that it becomes unreasonable for people to say that you're not consistent. And that's where my head stands. So yeah. If you're watching this and you're trying to start a business, I mean this from the bottom of my heart, stop thinking about it. I wasn't thinking about like gardening or whatnot. I just did it. You gotta get up. It shouldn't take anything more than 10 minutes realistically. Get a piece of paper or go on your phone or whatever. Write down 5 ideas that you can do today, not tomorrow, today. That means knocking on doors. That means texting customers or whatnot. Write down 5 ideas you can do today. Pick the one that you think you can hold on to for the next 20 years. I'm not going to say 10, I'm going to say 20, because if you do end up selling your business in the next 10 years, at least you could have went another 10 years. So something you can do for 20 years, no matter what, that you don't mind doing, and just do it, man. Just do it. It's not the identity that's important, because the identity will get you nowhere. You've got to start doing the work. Right. I think my frustration's gone for the most part. Yeah, that feels better. If you're watching this, hopefully it helped you though. Alright, I'm gonna stop waffling now. I've got to tidy my drawers because I have a lot of papers and stuff. I finished one of them. I have some more in the bin. But yeah, bye.